And it's all about what you do with the opportunity. And let me just tell you, 2 days in a row, the last 2 practices, your boy has been legendary.
And then they did they rotated both Dylan and Shedeur with that second, third group. I thought Shedeur had a pretty good day. He finished the practice really strong with a nice long touchdown pass to Canella.
Shadur Sanders is back, and he's making sure everyone knows it. On just the 5th day of training, when the pressure was on and the spotlight was bright, Shedeur didn't just show up, he showed out. While the other quarterbacks struggled to find rhythm against a relentless defense, Shedeur delivered a masterclass. Not 1, but 2 legendary touchdowns, and get this, 100% completion. No missed passes, no wasted plays, just pure precision, poise, and performance. This wasn't just a good day, this was a statement.
We got to come up and pull up these barbershop chairs. They asked for it, I pulled up on another day, and another day. And another day, and we're going to keep doing it as long as he's dropping these touchdown passes.
Shadur Sanders came into training with one goal in mind, to not let his people down. And he delivered, big time. He didn't just silence the critics who doubted him and his fan base, he erased the noise completely. With a performance that turned heads and shifted narratives, Shedeur moved up the chart with perfect ratings. That's right, perfection under pressure. Now, let's take a closer look at the depth chart and see exactly where he stands after making that kind of impact. Joe Flacco stepped in and put up 6 completions out of his 9 reps, but no touchdowns. Solid, but not game-changing. Then there was Dillon Gabriel, finishing with a 66% completion rate, going 8 for 12, again decent, but still no trips to the end zone. And then came the legendary number 12, Shadur Sanders, calm, focused, and locked in. He went a perfect 9 for 9, making every rep count. And he didn't just move the ball, he scored, twice, 2 incredible touchdowns that separated him from the pack and made it the best showing we've seen so far in camp. This wasn't just a performance, it was a statement. Shadur Sanders was electric in the training. He looked more confident than ever, and as he took the ball, he always seemed to have a plan. Let's have a look at this play. Shadur Sanders took a step back, eyes scanning, ball in hand. The pressure was coming, fast. The huddle surged toward him like a wave, defenders closing in. But in the middle of that chaos, Shedeur saw what others didn't, an opening. Cool under fire, he stepped up, slicing through the gap with perfect footwork. And just when it looked like the play might collapse, he locked in on his target, a wide runner breaking near the fence. One flick of the wrist. Boom, touchdown, just like that. Precision, awareness, execution, classic Shedeur. Shedeur did not just stop at 1 touchdown, Shedeur made another one, and this time, one could not even see through the lines as defense was more compact than before. Let's have a look at this play. On this play, Shadur Sanders quickly recognized the field for what it was. A tight, compressed front with no real room to step up and fire through the middle. The lines weren't spread wide enough for a clean pocket, and the huddle was closing fast. So, with sharp instincts, Shedeur rolled out to the right. Defenders read it as a run, collapsing in to contain him. But that was the bait. Just as they committed, leaving the slightest gap in the coverage, Shedeur capitalized. With perfect timing, he fired a dart through the lines, threading the needle to his wide receiver in stride. It was calculated, calm, and absolutely clutch. And with Kenny Pickett sidelined due to injury, the door opened wider for Shadur Sanders. And he's not just walking through it, he's kicking it down. Every rep, every snap, he's making it count. Word around the camp is that Shedeur is starting to win over the coaching staff, not just with his numbers, but with his leadership and poise under pressure. In fact, just a day before yesterday, he posted a story that had fans buzzing. Something subtle, but confident. The kind of post that says, "Thank you, God." Garrett Bush weighed in, and he didn't hold back. He pointed out what many were thinking. Earlier, Shadur Sanders wasn't getting enough reps to truly show what he could do. But now, the reps are increasing, the opportunities are flowing, and here's the kicker. His efficiency hasn't dropped one bit. In fact, it's only getting sharper. Garrett put it best. Men can lie, women can lie, but these numbers, they don't lie. And right now, the numbers are screaming one thing loud and clear. Shadur Sanders is the real deal. Garrett Bush didn't just react, he predicted it. He said from the jump that when the opportunity finally came to Shadur Sanders, he was going to make the absolute most of it. And now, Shedeur is doing exactly that. Garrett said it plainly. "I knew once he started making those touchdowns and stacking up those completions, everybody was gonna shut up." And that's what we're seeing. The doubt, quiet. The criticism, fading. Because when Shedeur steps on that field, he's not just proving a point, he's rewriting the story.
Z Bush, Rob, I was on your show the other day. I told you about 12. I told you about him. I said, listen, he's gonna get an opportunity. And when he get that opportunity, ain't really much you can say.
And let's be clear, guys, this wasn't just any practice. This was the first day of padded training. The intensity was up, the hits were real, and as reported, the defenses came to dominate. It was the kind of day where most QBs struggle to find rhythm, but not number 12. Shadur Sanders didn't flinch. He didn't shy away from the pressure. He thrived in it. On one of the toughest, most physical days of camp so far, Shedeur stood tall and proved he's not just in the conversation, he's leading it. Best QB of the session? Without question, Shadur Sanders has done more than just meet expectations. He's crushed them. From limited reps early on to now commanding the field during padded practice, Shedeur has proven he's built for the moment. When others hesitated, he elevated. With Kenny Pickett out, the spotlight grew brighter, and instead of flinching, Shedeur leaned in. 2 touchdowns on a defense-dominated day, a perfect completion rate, and calm decision-making under pressure. All signs point to a quarterback who's not here to fill a spot, but to earn it. The padded practice was the real test. It's where things get physical, where talent meets toughness. And Shedeur didn't just survive, he thrived. Coaches are noticing, teammates are rallying, and fans are witnessing the rise of a leader. His instincts, accuracy, and presence are speaking louder than any critic ever could. What's most clear is that Shadur Sanders isn't backing down. He's not here for hype or headlines. He's here for that starting job. Every throw, every snap, every decision is getting him closer. And if padded practice was any indication, he's not just knocking on the door. He's ready to walk right through it. This is Shedeur's moment, and he's owning every second of it. What do you guys think about Shadur Sanders after his first padded training session? Did he live up to the hype, or did he exceed your expectations? With the way he handled the pressure, the poise he showed, and the touchdowns he delivered, do you see him climbing even higher up the depth chart? And now that Kenny Pickett is out with an injury, do you think Shedeur will continue to get more reps and more chances to prove he belongs as the starter? Let us know in the comments, is this just the beginning for number 12?